the Leshy of the Lost Hiker apps. In the old forests of Eastern Europe, legend spoke of the Leshy, a guardian spirit who twisted paths, lured wanderers astray, and made sure they never returned the same way they came. But myths have a way of changing with the times. And in our world of glowing screens and GPS maps, the Leshy has found new hunting grounds. This is the story of one hiker who trusted her phone more than her instincts. Her name was Claire, an experienced hiker, confident, cautious. She had hiked dozens of trails, always with her phone as her compass. That day, she wanted something different. A hidden spot away from the crowds. Her app buzzed with a notification.
Faster route discovered, shortcut available.
She hesitated. The path she knew wound along the ridge, safe but long. This shortcut cut straight through the woods. She zoomed in on the glowing blue line. It looked harmless. Just a trail she hadn't noticed before. She smiled, pocketed her phone, and followed. The forest was darker here. Thicker. The birds fell silent. Yet her map kept urging her forward, deeper. 10 minutes passed. Then 20. Claire checked her phone. The little blue dot spun in circles, recalculating. Always recalculating. Her shortcut had become a loop. She tried to backtrack, but the forest seemed wrong. Trees she had just passed now stood in different places. Fallen logs appeared where none had been before. Every step twisted her further into a maze that shouldn't exist. And when she listened closely, she swore she heard it. A laugh. Low, deep, and mocking. The Leshy was playing. Her heart quickened. The forest was watching. Then, voices. Her phone buzzed again, though no signal remained. From the tiny speaker, she heard faint whispers. Not words, just broken fragments like static shaping syllables. Claire froze. The voices weren't only in her phone. They drifted between the trees. Familiar voices, friends, family, calling her name.
Claire, this way.
She spun in circles. Every direction, someone called for her. The sound pulled at her chest, at her memories, begging her to follow. She almost did, until one voice whispered right behind her ear. A man's laugh. Deep, rasping. Wrong. The Leshy was close. Her phone vibrated with one last notification before the signal vanished completely.
You're almost there.
Almost there? The trail hadn't ended. There was no summit, no clearing, just more endless woods stretching ahead. The battery icon bled down to red. The glow of her screen flickered, casting long, warped shadows across the trees. And in those shadows, something moved. A tall figure, draped in moss and bark, eyes glimmering like cold fire. Antlers branching from its head, like twisted roots reaching for the sky. The Leshy didn't need to touch her, it only needed to keep her walking. And she obeyed. Hours blurred into each other. Claire's phone finally died, but the path still glowed in her mind. A phantom trail, calling her deeper. Her legs ached, her throat burned, but stopping wasn't an option. The forest twisted her steps. North felt like south. East vanished entirely. Behind her, branches cracked as if someone or something walked just out of sight. Once, she turned fast enough to see him. The Leshy, standing where her shadow should have been. Silent. Patient. When she blinked, he was gone. And yet, she knew he was waiting for her to choose her last turn. She stumbled on. The trees around her began to blur, bending toward her like they were listening. The ground felt soft, like it was swallowing her steps whole. The forest itself was alive, and it belonged to him. Claire was never found. Search parties scoured the woods, but the paths they followed never matched the GPS logs on her phone. Her final location? A blank spot. No signal. No trail. No way back. Some say if you walk those woods today, your hiking app might buzz with the same notification. Shortcut available. And if you follow it, the Leshy already has you in his maze. Legends whisper in every corner of the world, waiting in the dark for those who dare to listen. Here at Nightfall Shadows, we bring those whispers to life. For more tales of creatures, myths, and the horrors that linger in shadow, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. The night is long, and the shadows are waiting,